Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Boom! What you are seeing here is not a mirage. It is the daily boom Moonday show. We are live. And we are live in the laptop from the laptop right here. I got a mess going on. I don't know exactly how to tweak all this up. I guess that, yeah, you can see this because I see me over here. Let me unmute and see how does it sound. And we are live in the laptop. Oh, hell yeah, man. Sounds good. Actually, sounds really good. Don't worry about it. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to set it up. Hang in there. I have deleted a bunch of stuff. So right here in OBS, I don't have any images to show over here. Display cropped is like it's not the correct size. So, oh well, but hey, the show is gonna go on, and I'm gonna pop open the Discord server daily boom, and we are gonna be on. And as we talk over here, then I will sort this out. Is the camera? Can I turn my camera on? Let's see. If I jump in here, now will it get laggy? Will it start lagging and dropping frames? Will it start dropping frames over here? I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope not. Let's see how the video will work via Discord. I think this is the one that made me drop some frames. Okay, you see, there you go. Yeah, it's lagging. So I'm not gonna be able to have a camera on. It doesn't even want to pop up. He doesn't even want it. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with the camera. We're just gonna be over here in there. And then what I can do is what can you do, Jose? Pop-up window, or are we gonna sort this out over here? But I'm gonna be able to check on the Discord. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pop this window open, a small window. Hey, shout out to everybody over here in YouTube land, man. Appreciate it, guys. Truth Nurse, Carl Christopherson, Done to Dusk, Farmer's Boy, Jean's Mind, The Megistus, Tommy Grumble, Patio Furniture, RT96, Martin, Fred Bailey, and Brainary in the house. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button and support the stream by hitting us up on PayPal or Super Chat. That's how we do it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this over here. I need a YouTube link. Anybody got a YouTube link to share with me? And throw it in the daily boomer here so I can test something, and that will be all right. Shout out to Farmer's Boy doing it old school, man.
Hey, come on! What have you done? You broke your PC.
The PC, bro. Yeah, I last night after the show, I was gonna turn it off, and I said, "Hey, we got an update here. Do you want to update and shut down, or update and restart?" I said, "Update and shut down." And then when I went to turn it on today, it was in the restart screen. It had two options. We failed to restart the computer after the halfway into the update. Restart here or turn it off here. So I'll try restarting, and it goes back to the screen. We failed the update. So I got two options: either restart or shut it down. So I shut it down. I unplug everything, plug everything back, turn it on, and it will take me to that screen. It's
great.
Fucking I hate it.
Yeah, I had to shut the PC down last night before I went to bed because I looked at the temperatures it was running at. It was like, yeah, I'll let it cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so warm up here that it's just pulling warm air through it. It's not really cooling it down. I thought, yeah, I'll better turn it off for the night.
That's good.
Did you say you just want a YouTube link just to test?
Yeah. How is
Right.
my sound to you?
Your sound to me is fine.
Very good. And how is the sound for YouTube land? Please let me know, YouTube people. Alright, let me pop this up, and it's so I can get a resize, so I can get a size of the window that I want to share and see. Now I'm pushing the laptop. I got the OBS open. I got the I got internet open, and I got Discord open. Laptop is too old. I don't think I'm gonna have big issues. I think I'll be alright. I just want to set this
Apparently,
up.
sound is good out there as well.
Yep, good, good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Dude, it's still loading the video. What the hell?
Blimey.
Oh, mute. It's
Do you
loading.
think that would be tonight?
Hold on. Hold on, farmers. I gotta pause this before I can tell you. And it's taking forever. Internet broke. There you go. It's paused. Tell me now. It's lagging like a motherfucker.
And it just.
Yeah, it's all kinds of strange because if,
Do you know?
yeah, go ahead.
I think the last time you had to do this, we had to say, right, no videos.
Yeah, man, I know. I'm trying not to. I mean, I'm trying. Anyway, I'm still gonna set up this. Well, let me see. Can I screen share? What if I screen share? Will it get really heavy? I'll try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Only
screen
one way to
share
find
my,
out.
yeah, my full screen, so you can, so you can see what I'm trying to accomplish here while we talk. All right. I mean, right now it's on YouTube, like the full screen, but I just want to try to push it a little bit to the limits. Very slow, but he's doing it. Now can you see?
See what?
Whatever, like the full screen, my screen share. I should be screen
hang
sharing.
on.
Can you watch the screen? Yeah, and let me
Hang
know
on,
if the screen
hang
share
on,
works.
hang on. Let me just. I was watching.
This is a test, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a good open show today, but for now we're just hanging out here. Farmers.
I can see your screen share.
Okay. Like, yeah, okay. I'm not peeing. I'm pouring a drink in my big cup. I'm not taking it rightly. I promise. Listen to the can.
Yeah, I trust you. I trust you.
All right. I got over here. One of the options is the cropped display, but right now all I want to display is only the square right here, the videos, and or this one right here. So all I wanted to do is resize this to the size of the video, so I can like just keep it the ratio type of thing, and crop it right there and just make it that big or small, whatever you want to do. That made no sense, but my stream is still running. They
You
paused
knew what you meant.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brian. Is Brian Mabbit there? Shout out to Brian Mabbit.
Nope. We got J Mac as well.
J Mac is also here. What's up? So guys, take it away. I'll be watching right here. All right, I got the crop. This is great. Okay, there you go. From the top, I'm gonna start cutting up this.
Oh, hello, it's B-Ball. How are we getting on with Texas?
People in the house.
It's very hot here.
Hell yeah.
It's our Texas representative.
Is
Yeah.
it
Howdy.
is it very Texan
Hot
Texan over there?
Houston, too.
It is fucking ungodly hot.
Right? Hey, that's how I feel in Florida, man. Now you feel my pain.
I mean, in Hawaii, it was, it's always hot all the time, 75, 80. But here it's like 99, 102. It's like ridiculous. And it's like, it's a type of hot where you get a breeze, right? But the breeze feels like when you open up the oven and you get that hot breeze coming out of the oven. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like when you get out of your car.
Yeah.
Or when you come out the house.
I feel you, man. Totally understood. It's horrible.
92
crazy.
down here in Houston.
I'm sorry?
It's only 92 down here in Houston.
But the humidity is what gets you though.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Horrible, horrible. Hey, people, thank you for your support yesterday, brother. I don't know if you heard me, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey man, you're lucky I joined right when you were saying that, and as soon as I heard, I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, let me help my boy. Let me help my boy out," because I wouldn't even known.
Yo, fucking awesome, man. You're right. Oh, what the hell? This? Oh, okay. Sorry. Uh-oh.
Just had the kids dancing along with the Thomas the Tank Engine thing.
You like that, did you?
They did, yeah, they loved it.
That bit of music matches those poor old goths so well.
With the video that you posted? Or something else?
They're just
Yeah, that video that you wanted as a test. Yeah,
Okay.
goths, and somebody's put the theme tune to Thomas the Tank Engine over the top, and it just matches perfectly.
give us a kiss there.
Oh yeah, that one's been doing the rounds for quite a while now. It's fun. It is funny. Yeah.
Beagle boy.
Somebody posted
What's
something
on there?
about goths or dancing in Jenny's earlier today, and I thought, oh yeah, that video. So I had a quick look for it, and to a video, I thought, yeah, that one will do. I had it in my history.
Yeah.
Oh, what a day.
What a day!
What is it indeed?
Oh, I had the grandkids
Yeah, I can.
all day.
Yes, that would wear you out.
I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop
Hey, people,
screen sharing. I stopped screen sharing because I think it will make it a little better.
The Southern Flights Hemisphere thing, Witsit. That was good.
Yeah, I've been. That was a while ago. That was like I think like last month, 2 months ago or something like that. I have another one. There's a second part with
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. You did
Yeah.
yesterday, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, there's another part with Brian Leakey after that, which it kind of left and Brian kind of took over after that, and it was me, Brian, Doofus,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think what the heck's the guy? Another guy was there. I forget who his name is. He's always in here. Yeah, I'll probably post that either today or tomorrow. I've been actually working on another video with showing. Well, I don't want to give it away. I'll wait till I post
The one
it.
I'm talking
Pretty
about,
good
you
one.
posted 22 hours ago. It was premiered
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
with
that's the
Witsit. Me and Witsit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, they don't like that topic. I love how every time I bring it up, it's always they like to use they try and use the jet streams,
Yeah.
as if the jet streams always work in their favor, going both directions.
Yeah, funny. They don't work like that, do they?
hmm Or somehow the distance
Well, it
is
doesn't-
wrong. So it actually
Doesn't work on a flat.
side.
Earth. We know
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's why they're forever clutching at straws, because they know it doesn't work on a flat
Yeah,
Earth either.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian's whole deal was he was saying that the distance is wrong. Like, we don't know the distance. Or they're somehow, it always comes down to somebody's lying about something.
Well,
Yeah.
Whitsitt saying that he researched it, but he clearly
No,
hadn't.
he hasn't.
That was very
Don't
clear
know
that he
what
hadn't.
research is. Bless them.
No.
No. I've been meaning to go back in there and ask him about it and see if he's researched it. I know he had pulled up something about that one time a flight caught some crazy jet stream and it went about 800 miles an hour. I guess he thinks that happens all the time and they just don't report it.
Shout out to YouTube land. My apologies because we're having a little bit
Do
of
you have a lot of
Tiny
background
bit,
noise?
not much.
not too much. A little
much.
bit of lagging issues from my end is what we're getting. Sorry about that. The only way I can stream it. No, actually, there's another way. I got another older
So-
laptop. Yeah, I'll try. I'll make a better stream for tomorrow while my PC get readjusted again. Oh fuck.
Jose, that thing that you posted, that GIF of somebody drawing on their eyes when their eyes are covered over,
That's
just
creepy.
disturbing to me. That is creepy as hell, isn't it? That's really disturbing me now. I'm gonna have nightmares. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I saw the kid, the
Guy with
Brainary
no eyes.
posted. Brainary posted a kid, and it looked like those eyes, like if he just drew eyes in top of his skin.
Yeah. Mm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean that's nightmare fuel.
It is, isn't it? It's something out of a horror film. Oh, don't you start, farmers. Oh, God.
Sorry, I'll delete that.
That is nightmare fuel, that one.
Yeah. Do you know what I typed in for the GIF? Just type in nightmare fuel.
No, actually, yeah.
So about this Mr. Sensible and Mitchell from Australia thing,
Yes.
I've been kind of paying attention to it, but I kind of missed most of it. What's been going on with that?
Well, it started off that Mitch went to a looks like a kids museum, and they had a Foucault's pendulum there, right? And he made a video claiming that it didn't process, it didn't go around and do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then Mr. S pointed out that perhaps there was different things why that wasn't happening. Maybe it wasn't working properly. You haven't got a full video. It's all cut. All these kinds of things suggested why it possibly wouldn't work. Mitch got in touch with him and getting all bolshy, more or less saying, why are you thinking I'm a liar and all the rest of it, yada yada, blah blah blah. And everybody was saying, well, you should go there and do a full 4-hour video. But okay, he said, right, okay, well then you're going to pay for everything. So apparently he said, well, I'll do it for $150. That covers the tickets, parking, petrol, his time, yada yada. So Mr. S basically agreed. He said he would do after some discussion. Paid him $150 to go there. So Mitch went there, but the thing is broken. When he went there, there's a sign on it saying that it's been shut down for the time being. Basically that it's not working. So now he's basically wriggling out of actually doing this video instead of, basically he's entered into a contract, right, to actually do it, and now he's reneging on that. He's not going to do it. He said the fact that it's broken is not my fault, blah blah blah. But on top of that, what happened was on one of Mr. S's videos, when he sent the $150 by PayPal, what happened was there was an email address that he used on his PayPal that had his wife's name in it. Right? So he basically said, oh, you've doxed me, because he was claiming that abusive people were sending abusive emails to his wife by this email address. It basically disturbed their income, blah blah, and all that kind of stuff.
Slimy.
But the problem is with it, yeah. But the thing is, he'd used that link to that PayPal account on almost all of his videos. He's now changed it. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Not
So
only
anyone at any time could have gone to make a PayPal payment to Mitch and got his missus's email address.
yeah, at any time. Not only that, he's also named his wife in a video and on a chat on one particular live show as well on top of that. So he's claiming that, oh, he's been doxxed and all the rest of it. So then what he did was he then from
So he thought,
yeah.
He
Okay.
used PayPal to pay Mitch. He'd use the information in that.
That's right, yeah.
To try and dox him.
But it's not his real name, so he's been caught out. So because he knows that it's obviously him.
Oh, because he tried to use it thinking it was his. Okay, wow.
Yeah. So he's been caught out.
So my question is, how come Mitchell just doesn't, instead of going to the same place, why not just rig one up yourself and film it yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could do.
Yeah.
But the problem is, with that,
if
we don't know whether that, sometimes flat earthers are not particularly honest, right? That's my problem I have with it.
We all know that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, I would prefer to see something like that. That's actually at a proper museum. At least then we know that it's a genuine working full corpse pendulum, right?
Right.
That I would for that person.
Right.
But the thing is that he entered into a contract, right? Because of the elements of a contract, there needs to be an offer, an acceptance, consideration, and capacity to enter into a contract. All those elements were there. So he either needs to refund him his money or do the bloody video. The fact that place is not working is not Mr. S's fault. It's a bit like hiring a plumber, right? And a plumber turns around, where he gets his supplies from is closed. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
He's reneged on that. Well,
Right. So to do the video.
Yeah, his claim is look, it's broken, it doesn't work, therefore globe debunked. That's basically what
After he claimed he was there for 4 hours and filmed it 4 separate times.
No, he's not claiming that. He's basically, he just went there and he showed the video of the notice to say that the Falcott's pendulum was not working. It was broken.
No, the earlier video.
Was that the original
first
video?
one. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, the original video. He said he was there for 4 hours, but he just obviously clipped the bits of film and said, "Well, look, here's me going back. Here's me at 4 different times during that 4 hour period." And Mr. S was saying, "Well, how do we know you was there for 4 hours?"
Yeah.
He's basically saying, "Look, it's not processing." Well, of course it wasn't processing because no doubt it was broken then, the first time he bloody went. And I suspect several people have sort of said, "Yeah, this thing doesn't seem to be working." And the Science Museum would have looked at it and gone, "Oh, bugger, yes, it's broke."
I could have swore I saw in a matter of fact, someone had posted something from Google Earth where there's an image from Google Earth showing the pendulum in a different position from Mitchell's.
I haven't seen that myself. I don't know.
Like, yeah, you can literally go to it. If you go on Google Earth, go to that place, you can see images from that place. And if you scroll through the images, you'll see the pendulum. And you'll see that it's in a different position from when Mitchell filmed it.
Oh, right, okay.
Showing you,
Well,
yeah.
I've come across that myself, actually, on Google Earth. That's not that unusual, to be honest. Lots of landmarks around my area are not in the right places on Google Earth. Yeah. Well, at least where the label is. Yeah, it's not quite placed correctly. And that's the same on Google Maps as well. Yeah, that's not that unusual, I don't think.
Turn left.
So I'm saying the pendulum itself shows some of the blocks are knocked down in a different position.
Brian,
right,
what's
okay.
up, Brian? Good to hear you, man.
Yo, my man, it's like heaven now. The kids are gone.
Yeah.
What broke on the pendulum?
We don't know, Brian. You see, you do need something to keep it swinging.
Yeah.
That's what you need, because otherwise it probably will stop. Obviously, the longer it is, the longer it's going to keep swinging if you're not introducing, something to
Right.
keep it swinging with you.
I mean, you don't need to have it swinging for a long time. You can just watch it for however long it swings, and if it starts to process,
Right.
if you start it off correctly without introducing any kind of other movement, you'll see it process. Won't process much, but you'll probably see it for maybe a good 20 minutes if it's long enough, and you'll see it process.
Yeah.
Will anybody like to share the screen and present anything? I cannot. I cannot screen share here. I cannot turn the camera on. I cannot do barely anything. It's just the good old icons of the people talking and the voices, which I'm okay with it. I'll try tomorrow to open my secondary older laptop that I did my show for a little bit using that one, and it works good. It just heats up really fast, so I know with this heat it might explode, but I'll give it a try tomorrow. Today we are on now, like Donkey Kong.
We got to get you a new PC, don't we?
Yeah, man, the PC is giving me issues. Fucking A.
Christ. I just opened up my hardware monitor on here. My 4 cores they've hit a max temperature so far of 90 degrees C.
I got a nice, I
things.
mean, I like my little webcam that I have. I like my little microphone. I got a nice little wireless mouse and keyboard, kit. I got 2 monitors. So all of that is good. It's just the actual, the brain. It's just not working.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You need an upgraded CPU.
Yeah.
So the picture I posted, I don't know if we can look at this. It's just this is the first image ever from Himawari 8.
Well, the first ever.
I'll try to open it.
All right.
I'll try to open it.
That's a
for
very
the-
dry looking Australia. But then it usually is, isn't it?
So what year and month was that? Does it say?
I think this is 2000. Let me see. Hold on, one second. I'll tell you.
Oh, don't go out of your way. It doesn't matter. Just
This
curious.
was July 7th, 2015.
2015. Right.
Is that Australia?
Yeah.
At the bottom there, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm trying to post a short video.
Asia, we've got Europe, we've got the America, all on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can show some images, but videos I cannot open because it will destroy the laptop.
Jose, yeah, we got to get your new PC, man.
Yep. It will destroy.
Goodness, I think you have a decent gaming PC.
Yeah, man.
Well, you
Anything.
can see a little bit of Asia at the top left. You can just about see a bit of Asia. If you look at the top left, that brown mass at the top. I think that's Asia, isn't it? Can't tell. Was that too far away?
Yeah, I think it's a little part of Asia.
240 UTC on 18th of December 2014.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, that's
Beautiful,
when it
beautiful
launched,
image,
but
huh?
it didn't start sending images until this
No.
image right here, which was in 2015.
No, that's the first images from all 16 bands were captured by JMA's Huawei Next Generation, blah, 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 blah. 18th of December 2014.
Isn't that a beautiful
Oh,
image, Brian,
goodness.
of the globe Earth? Oh, he gone. Why he deafened
muted.
himself? Why he deafened?
When you go to the app and you go back as far as possible, it won't go past 2015. I don't know.
Well, I just googled it. I just put in Himawari 8 first image, and it comes up with something, sort of like that one. Not quite, but it's the same. Obviously, it's the same view because that's where it's parked, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe the very first ones, they didn't upload it to that website, maybe. I don't know. Don't know what they
Yeah,
told us,
probably. Yeah.
I guess. But I think it's a fair assumption to make, though.
Let's see how good a resolution that is. That's the one. Come on, there we go. That's the one that they're saying is the first true colour image taken on the 18th of December 2014.
Anybody screen sharing? I can.
Farmers, did you just debunk me? Come on.
Yep. You've got
What
to do
was I-
your research.
Oh, I did. What was I looking at? I was looking somewhere else then.
There you go. Then.
Brian is showing something.
There you go.
Oh, he's gonna debunk the photo now. Obviously,
We're not going to do this again.
that's not the photo because the full resolution image is 11,000 by 11,000 pixels. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's download that. See how big the file is.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to do this.
He's trying to say that this can't possibly be Australia because where are all the other continents? They're all on the other side of the photo. Blah blah.
Really, Brian?
Yeah.
My God, I've just downloaded the high res version. Bloody hell, that is high res.
Yeah, you probably are. I'll be able to post that in Discord.
No, well, I'm just
Yeah,
going
also-
to save it and see how big the file actually is in the.
Since this is actually going to be my next video, I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to just give it away anyway. Fuck it. There's been
Oh, it's only 22.
ever since this has been up there, it's caught 4 different solar eclipses.
Yeah.
Are you sure that this is not a
So if you
repeat?
go any,
Oh,
if you go to any of those,
Sorry.
go ahead, Jose. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna ask you, are you guys sure that this is not a repeat from a few days ago? Go ahead, I'll mute myself.
It smacks of that, doesn't it, Jose?
Brian, this isn't going to work, dude. It really isn't.
What's he doing?
I'm starting to
Was he?
agree with that.
Well, he's got a globe map, as we all know that if you've got a map of the globe, it's going to be your projection. So he was doing this last week. He is basically overlaying it on top of the globe that we actually see from the Hawaii.
Yeah, there's called distortions there, Brian.
Yeah, that's what we
Distorted.
explained last time he did it.
What's distorted?
Australia.
Your map. Your
Yeah,
map
on
is
the map.
distorted.
on your map, on your
As soon
Australia
as
is
you
going
try
to be
to represent a sphere on a 2D map, it's going to be distorted.
Keep trying. You might get close, but you're not gonna. You keep trying.
It's not far away, but trouble is, Asia's not quite right.
No. I've got to make the canvas bigger.
Stretch it vertically. See if that works.
Ladies
I
and
need to
gentlemen,
see-
I give you Flat Earth Science. Flat Earth Science. Presented by Brian Babbitt.
Earth science. There's no such thing as flat Earth science.
That's the whole part, farmers. It's
They call it-
sarcasm.
How is it called?
Oxymoron.
Cartography?
Oh, right, here we go.
I've got Chike and Big Blue.
Hello.
Hello.
If you try to match up something in the southern hemisphere, you're going to distort the hell out of everything in the northern hemisphere,
Right.
and vice versa.
That's why he's struggling to get Asia to kind of match.
Well,
Yeah.
it won't. It's just it can't.
It can, exactly.
You can make
Yeah.
you can make Australia sort of match because you're down to a small enough area, but then that puts everything out. Everything else goes all out of whack.
If we can see about 50% of the surface of the globe,
Yeah.
that means all the other continents, apart from this little bit here, are on the other side of the globe.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
just look
yeah.
at Google Earth and it shows exactly how that works.
Focal length is a thing. We don't know how much of surface of this face of the Earth we're watching. We don't know is it 50% because of the focal length.
I mean, I've just opened up Google Earth and I've got it pretty much, I think, the same as what you can see in that photo. Now, unfortunately, most of this photo is showing ocean because, if you look over on the left-hand side, that's the Pacific. So straight away, you most of your view is taken up by the largest body of water on the planet. Top left, if you look closely, you'll see India, and then a little bit higher than that, you've got most of Asia, China, Russia. Japan is just sort of 1 o'clockish and come down a bit. That band of white cloud that's going across at the top there, Japan's under there somewhere. You can see a fair chunk of Asia, but obviously, North and South America are on the other side. Europe's sort of gone over the curve. You can't see it. That's exactly what we'd expect to see. You can't see Africa because that's sort of gone around the curve.
Brian Mabbott, is there
Indian Ocean's in the way.
is there something that you specifically are attempting to accomplish with this exercise?
Yes.
Tell us what, please. I'm
What?
interested.
Trying to get it into my head that all of this land, except that little bit there, is on the other side of this globe here.
Yeah, it's wrapped on the outside of it and wrapped around it. Yeah.
But
On
there
the
can
surface.
only be approximately the same amount. If this is 24,000 miles, 25,000 miles in circumference, this means from here to here is 24,500 miles.
From where to where? We can't see what you're pointing at.
From
Brian, you
side
got to understand.
to
You're looking at something that's three-dimensional. Actually, it's not a flat. It's not flat. It's three-dimensional.
Yeah.
So so if you put your finger on the surface, like if you put a finger on the center of the Earth, that's going to be closer to you than if you put your finger on the edge. Does that make sense?
I just can't see that all that other continents and
Brian.
oceans are on the other side.
Listen carefully, Brian.
Where
30%,
all we've got
Brian.
on this side is Australia.
Brian, time to listen. 30% land, 70% water. And you chose a part that is mostly water. If you rotate it a bit, then you'll see more land. But there's only 30% land and 70% water. So obviously you're going to see more water than land. If you understand the sense.
And given where this satellite sits, most of what you're seeing is the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, all those things you need to take.
I mean, just put a globe in your hand and put it at the same position as we're looking at on Himwari 8, and then turn it, and you'll see that the rest of the land is on the other side, Brian.
Yeah, I'm looking at one at this precise moment.
I've got Google Earth, and my eye altitude is 31,000 odd kilometers, which isn't too far off where Himawari 8 sitting. That's sitting at
Let's make a GIF.
35,791. So I ain't too far off.
Let me see if I can make a GIF real quick for you, Brian.
We could do, yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll fall flat on its face, just like the sextant did. But what makes you think doing this, Brian, which we've already explained isn't going to work? What makes you think this is going to be able to help you get your head around the fact that all the rest of the continents are on the other side of the globe? How is that going to help you?
Don't you see it as a problem?
No, there's not a problem. There's
No
not a problem at
no,
all.
I don't see any problem whatsoever. No.
You're the only one, it seems, here that has a problem with this.
Because don't forget, also the map that you're using right now is centered around Africa, right, along the GMT line, right? It's centered right back, slap back in the middle of that. Now, if you had one that was centered on Australia, that might be a little bit easier, but you don't. So that's why it's not going to work. That's another reason why it's not going to work, rather. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to lay a two-dimensional thing on top of a three-dimensional object. It's just not going to happen. It's a projection. It's not going to work.
Well, you can't possibly see more than 180 degrees of latitude, right? Or longitude, I'm sorry. Left or
From
right.
22,000 miles, you can't see half the Earth. You're seeing much less than half the surface
latitude.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But let's assume you could see 180. Okay. And Australia's sitting, sort of on the center line there. From the east coast of Australia, that's a longitude of about 155 degrees. To the closest point on North America, forget about South America, it's even further, much further away. But way up in the northern end of North America, you're at about 125 degrees latitude, the opposite direction, west instead of east. So there's 80 degrees of latitude change, 80 degrees between the east coast of Australia and the west coast of North America.
Do you reckon that's about what we can see?
And you're already way beyond 90 degrees with the west coast of Australia in this photograph. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see it.
I think we can just about see this piece of land here.
Madagascar.
You can't see Madagascar.
You
we can't see.
No.
We're going to be smaller than that then.
Well, no, Brian. It's not so killing, is it?
You've got to reduce it in width, but you've got to increase it in height because you can see an awful lot of Asia.
But again,
I mean, at the moment you haven't included Japan. Well, we can see Japan on that because I've got the same image on Google Earth. This is what you should have opened. You should have opened Google Earth.
To the right-hand side,
image.
to the right-hand
Right,
side, you got the edge on your projection, but there's more water to the right, so you can extend it more to the right, and that includes more water to the right.
This way.
See, that red circle needs to be an oval to try and see as much as we can in that photo.
Yeah.
I just cannot believe that we've got South America, North America, Canada, Greenland, fucking Europe, Russia,
Brian,
Africa,
do
the
you want me to show
UK.
you?
Not that that
Hold on,
takes
let
much
Brian
up
finish.
anyway.
Antarctica.
Brian, it's because it's a three-dimensional sphere.
and you're using a two-dimensional map.
No,
You're not understand the problem with this. You're not seeing it, Brian. Why are you not understanding this? I don't get it.
I mean, I'll share my screen if you want because I've got Google Earth open.
Oh, hi, Sue. How are you, Sue? Good to hear you.
she's mad because I was supposed to have opened the gate for her.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
In trouble.
And I'm sat arguing with you.
Brian, open the gate then.
Are you trolling, Brian?
He's just a gatekeeper. Literally, he's a gatekeeper.
What?
He's
Farmers.
gatekeeping you.
Farmer, you want to share something? We'll switch. We'll switch
Well,
back.
you're a fan or something.
Yeah. Let me share my screen because I've got Google Earth open and
What?
and it
Hot
won't make
mic,
it
Brian.
sense.
Hot mic.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna stop screen sharing, Brian, and when you're ready, farmers.
Right. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, but I will.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep, I see it.
Right. So that's Google Earth. I'm currently at an altitude of just over 31,000 kilometers.
Whew. Sorry guys, we lost it for a second. We'll be back shortly.
Any of this, we couldn't see Africa. Ooh, so difficult to bloody control. See, Africa's all the way around here. Where are the Americas? Well, you've got to go all the way across the Pacific yet. Oh, here they come. There's the Americas. You know, where Himawari 8 sits, most of what it can see is the Pacific. You know, dirty, great big body of water with really not a lot happening in it. Yeah, everything's on the other side, but you've got a big chunk of Asia here. I mean, you know, China's in there, and Russia arcing all the way over the top.
What's the percentage of land mass that's in the northern hemisphere compared to the south? Anybody know? Off the top of the head?
Oh no, I can't remember that one. But
Isn't it like-
that's why we tend to be northern centric.
Isn't it like 80 or 75 or 80% in the northern hemisphere, or 90%, something like that? I don't know.
No, I don't
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's as high as 90, but it is a very high percentage because it just, yeah, I mean, you can see, look at north versus south. You know, most of it's up in the north. I barely seen North America and Australia. I think people forget. I'm sure you don't, Beeble. People forget how big the Pacific is.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? You kind of do. When I was in Hawaii, you kind of forget that you're a tiny little island in the middle of the ocean, because when you're on Hawaii, it seems kind of big.
Well, it's so
but
very
you don't-
similar, isn't it? Hawaii.
Yeah,
Sort of, right, yeah.
but you don't realize
You're-
that you're a tiny speck in the middle of a huge ocean.
Yeah, so you know, it's. I fail to see why Brian. Okay, I probably know why, but why you'd look at this and go, well, why can't we see everything else? Because it's on the other bloody side.
For that, you gotta think on 3D.
You can almost set it up so at this sort of height. You know, I mean, look at the size of the Pacific. So in that image that Himawari 8 took, most of it's empty ocean. That's why you can't see everything else, because it's all over the other side. And for Brian to be trying to replicate this on a 2D projection, when you've got this, you can just call it up and have a look. I don't think I can quite get out.
Pacific Ocean, like the width of the Pacific Ocean at that orientation, it takes up about a quarter of the globe, give or take. I mean, that's pretty significant.
You can just go to the store, buy a globe, and end this.
But anyway, there you go.
I got squeaky earth. Does that count?
Yeah, that's good. We like squeak. Go on, give us a squeak.
Okay, I'll try. There you go. Solid.
Hey. Yeah, we got it. Yeah,
Solid.
that's better.
I'm gonna take a picture of my. I'm gonna take a picture of my the small globe over here and post it on the Discord, and see if I can get something like that Australia view thing.
Geez, why do you think the Japanese put that satellite in the position it is? Maybe to look at whether far away from the island, get some sort of warning or something?
Oh, Jose. Oh, you got it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
Go ahead. What's it?
Simple. They can put it above their island.
Well, you also want to look at most of the weather in this part of the world generates in the Pacific and blows eastward, I believe.
Well, that's I mean, ultimately that's what the satellite's up there for. So they're not going to put it in the wrong place to be monitoring what they want to be looking at.
Well, I think the United States is. I think we've got at least 3 satellites. One over the United States, one over the Pacific, and one over the Atlantic. And the one over the Atlantic is the one that people pay attention to about this time of year.
So hold on.
Well, you live in the Med, so you don't have to worry about hurricanes.
I got a comment to make. I'm looking at this small globe right now, and I took a picture and I posted in the Daily Boom. Would anybody like to share that one? And I don't know. I wasn't looking at the original, but I just tried to put Australia and take a picture. And you know what? In this globe, all the continents are there. We got all the continents in this small globe, but all the one I could take a picture of is Australia and a little bit of the the northern stuff, but it's mostly ocean and big Australia. Does that mean that all the continents don't fit in this globe? Because they are in the globe.
All right, so Jose, you took a picture of Earth as a whole, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Now, can you point to Italy
Ah, that's
I'm
fun.
sharing. I'm sharing it, by the way.
Bring back me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sharing it for the audience. Thank you, farmers. Yeah. Is that
okay,
fair? Yeah, that's
Italy
good, right?
is going to be no,
Yeah, it's not.
because Italy's sort of no.
But
Can't
wait,
see Italy.
farmers, question about this picture.
Yeah.
How big Australia is? It's taking almost half of the globe and everything ocean, and then a little bit of this south above Australia. But that means that we got in the other side all of the north and all the Americas, all the Africa, and the rest of Europe in the other side of the globe. Does that mean that? Shout out to Brian, man. Thank you.
Oh, we can make Australia look even larger if you want.
Indeed, we can.
Oh no, it shrunk again. And I bet if you took another photo further away from your globe. But yeah, what can we see? Not even sure. We can see Japan. Actually, Japan's going.
Okay, I'm gonna take a different picture now.
Yeah.
We see. We
So,
can't.
is this the equator here?
No, I don't think anybody's looking at you at the moment, Brian.
Does the equator go across the northern tip of Australia?
No, it doesn't. No, that's too far
Or is it?
south. Way too far south.
That's. I think on
Where is-
Jose's globe. I think it's that
Is it up here
dashed
somewhere?
line. Is
No, it's further. It's further north. Bring it. Keep moving it. Keep going. 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 Keep
No,
going. Keep
hold
going.
on,
keep
hold on,
going.
hold on, please,
About-
please. Hold on, please, please. I need to say this. Farmers, can you reshare the screen? That this, yeah, I was gonna say.
Walmart, Jose.
I was gonna say, farmers,
Brian,
can you leave the screen share up and share the next image that I just took another picture.
Oh.
And then after that,
Oh,
I will
yeah, hang on.
I will
Okay,
share
yeah,
Brian
yeah.
after that. I just took another picture with my phone over here.
Right, there you go.
There you go.
There's
Thank you.
a second one. It's just.
Thank you very much. That's a big Australia, Brian.
So yeah, we've got New Zealand
It's a
down there
globe.
on the edge.
In fact, needs to probably your equator probably needs to go a tiny bit further south than that, Brian. But you're not far off.
Brian, this is a globe. All of the continents
Brian,
are
it's a globe.
there. All of the 7 continents and everything's around, and all the 70% oceans are in this globe that you're watching the picture of right now. How can you explain that? It's a physical globe. I'm holding it in my hand, and everything is in it. Go ahead. Sorry for the lag and the little bit of audio issues to everybody having technical issues today.
And Brian's still
That
working on his
is the
globe.
best. Is that the? Come on.
Well, realm in a sense, yes, Australia is huge.
It's not small.
It's exactly. It's
It's a continent. Not incontinent. A continent.
You're blue. You're blue. Everybody's blue. Shout out to Realm. Are you new?
Blue, blue, blue.
All right. Realm. Thank you. Welcome to the show. And all I'm asking is a.
Let's compare. Let's go back.
All I'm
to-
asking for is a $20 super chat, so you can keep the range. Thank you very much. $20 super chat by Realm. Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's the expectation. Let's see what the reality will be. Yeah, that's good, farmers. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you sharing that.
How's Brian getting on? I can't see. Yeah, hey, no worries, because I can still flick back to Bing. So yes, there's the equator, quite a bit north of Australia, which I believe there, that's the equator.
Yep.
That
That's about
dashed line that's got a bit of a something's gone a little bit askew there. That's the Tropic of what's the southern one? Capricorn. Yeah. You can't see Cancer on this one. If you go back to the previous image, oh yes, you can. So there's the Tropic of Cancer. There's the equator, and there's the Tropic of Capricorn that's taken a bit of a hit there. In fact, that whole segment's taken a bit of a what's it?
Mow it.
But that's how the globe works, Brian.
Brian, what are you working on? Tell us so I can share your
We still
screen.
see a
then.
damn sight more than they can on the ISS. They can.
So Brian, what say you, sir?
I'm just
What
trying
say
to.
you?
I'm just trying to fathom out where the equator will be on the globe picture. It would be right up here.
Isn't it?
right. So it's not going to work that way. It just isn't.
You're trying to get Mabbit to think in 3D.
Yeah, it's not really working very well. He's trying to conflate, trying to get a 2D dimensional map, distorted map to work on a 3-dimensional globe.
Yeah, that's why
trying to
globe
keep map.
projections are distorted.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to get through to. But he seems to think that he can kind of compare and figure out where things are or not.
Although he
supposed to be.
picked a decent projection there, that's not a. I mean, your circle would have to look more like egg-shaped, be longer
That's
east,
what I
west,
told them.
and north, south.
It needs to be oval, so it needs to be taller and thinner.
Well, we were just trying to cover what we could see in the picture taken from the Humawari or whatever it's called. Now, allegedly, the equator is across the middle of the ball, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then shouldn't we see the northern part above? If this is the center of the Earth, the equator, then where's all this land up here that should be up here?
It's that's if
Brian,
if you haven't got
That
cloud there,
should
this
be
is
above
what you'd
the
see.
equator, surely.
It is. It's up there. It's up
Brian,
on the left.
my hat is to you. You're doing best than Dave. Honestly, you're trolling very good.
Tell Shaq that you're not trolling, Brian. Tell Shaq that you're really not trolling. I want to
Yeah,
believe.
let's see you say
I don't
that,
know.
and I want to
I
see
think
your
when they create these images, they don't take anything into consideration like that.
When they create these
No,
images.
They take a camera, Brian. Not anything.
You
to
mean when they
consideration.
fake these images, they leave out little things for you to find. I mean, the smartest guys on Earth are a lot smarter than some race car mechanic, but they leave it for the race car mechanic to find.
Well, if that is the middle of the Earth as we know it, I mean, what orientation are we here? Virtually north to south, are we? Looking at
Pretty much, yeah. I think so.
where Australia's sort of positioned. Would you say north's right at the very top and south is right at the very bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think this satellite view is supposed to have anything to do with north and south. I mean, we understand which way north is and which way south
Well,
is.
you can see. You
It's just to be able to see the
Right.
center.
You can see the southern polar ice cap there. You can see Antarctica there, Brian, at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's tilted slightly, isn't it? Because you can't see the northern polar ice cap, can you? So it's slightly tilted, which is
Slightly.
another. another thing.
What's also cool is that if you watch this, like if you do like a time lapse, you can download all of these images. Like they're like all 28-second videos every day, and if you put them all together, like over time, you'll see like the top of it. The sun won't reach the top of the ball, and then in certain parts of the year, the sun won't reach the bottom of the ball because of the tilt.
That's it.
Can't believe you guys fall for this.
Oh, we don't. This is all a game to Brian. It's what most of these guys are doing. They're just doing it for attention and shits and giggles.
No, this is very shits and giggles.
Well, in this case, it's just
Oh,
shit.
gentlemen, I gotta get out of here. Hey, you guys take it easy. I gotta get out of here.
Bevo, take care, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy.
It's one of the shittiest audio and glitchy shows that I had in a long time, man. But, well, that's what we got today.
Yep. Needs must and all that. At least we've got a show.
Because I'm sure when Brian look at his truck, he see it all from all sides, see all the truck when you look at it.
So where are we put in the equator?
Fire globe.
Saying the globe
Wherever you
is
like.
tilting backwards slightly, yeah?
Brian, it's not even funny anymore. Come
Go
on.
on then, draw a line, Brian, and then we'll guide you in.
I just want to tell Farmers Boy,
You really insist.
you got a new fan in the chat box, Farmers. Who's whistling? Please
Have
don't.
I?
Yeah, you got a new fanboy in the chat box. And please don't
No, I
whistle,
know.
whoever was.
That's the music. There was a program over here called Take Heart.
Okay.
And he'd show, and it was an arty show, and it was all about doing your own art and drawing some paintings. And he'd have a look through the gallery that viewers had sent their own work in, and that's the music they used to play.
So how's that looking?
No, it needs to come further south.
Come down a bit.
Yeah, the whole line though. Not.
Oh.
You see, it's going to be really hard to get the right curve. The whole thing needs to come down.
I can do that. I can do that.
Keep going, 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 keep going. There-ish.
There-ish.
You think?
There-ish. Yeah, because it's just north of Papua New Guinea. See where the apex of your curve is, although I don't think the curve's very accurate. Do you see that land mass? You can see it's just north of that.
Right.
But your curve's not quite right.
Just skirts over the top of West Papua.
So where's all this land then that should be just the other side of that, like in a
You
equator
can kind
line?
of just see it. You can kind of just see it. It's a bit faint because mostly be covered by cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, in that image, the clouds obscuring sort of the Philippines and stuff like that. It's all there.
Wait a minute. If you say it's tilted backwards,
Uh-oh.
Not if it's tilted away from you. Say the northern right. The northern.
yeah. This here.
I can't see where you're pointing at because your cursor's not showing on the image. Still can't see your cursor. It doesn't show your cursor sometimes. But your curve of your line is not quite right either. It's a bit too curved. It doesn't quite match the.
You think it wants flattening out of it?
Yeah, it does indeed. But you're going to find it difficult to match it. It's not an easy thing to do.
Flatten it out.
No. I did flatten it out.
You need to bring your ends up a little bit, I think. Right. rather than middle part down. Bit more. Same on the other side. But I don't see what it's achieving. I really don't.
I just thought we might have seen some of the land that was in the northern hemisphere.
Well, you can see
These
Asia,
bit-
little
yeah.
bits of Asia. Can't see your cursor again. Right, top left-hand sector of the globe that you're looking at, the image, the Himawari image. See that brown landmass? That's a little bit of Asia. You see a little bit of it. Can't see your
This
cursor,
bit here.
Brian. And like it was just like we said.
Not to worry.
I don't think you realise that, but if you get yourself it's freaking massive.
Well, I've seen alleged pictures of Earth that are literally all the Pacific Ocean.
If you're a little bit closer, or you zoom in a bit more, and you're in the right spot, then pretty much all you'll see is ocean, because it's so bloody massive.
And
sorry.
What?
It could just be part of the angle.
Okay.
I don't know.
I can't. If this is a picture, then it's a flat image, and although the ball is supposed to be 8,000 miles across, with the alleged curvature, it's supposed to be 12,500 miles from one side to the other.
And none of those dimensions make a slightest bit of difference when you're looking at a ball.
If what we're looking at is 12,500 miles across there in a curved path towards us, then surely there's only 12,500 miles on the other side in a curved path to fit.
Yes.
1,000 miles.
So
Africa's 8,000 miles across, isn't it?
Look, I don't know who told you to draw this. The satellite is right above the equator. Equator is a straight line, not curved.
I'm getting the evil stare.
I'm not surprised.
It's good.
I've got to be up at 2 o'clock. So, all right. Good night, lads.
Good night.
Night.
I promise. When next day that I go live, it's gonna be a better stream. I'm gonna use a different technique so we can screen share and do all the good stuff. Today, it's just gonna be the icons. Every time that I had the screen share up, it's so frozen, laggy, and pauses and all that kind of shit. Sorry, everybody. Voices only today.
That particular laptop obviously isn't up to it, but we're still here. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And we have right now in the house Blue Marble Science, Carl Christopherson, Chike, Farmer's Boy, Das Jose, J-Mac, Left Bro Lane, Matt M2M, Peter G, and Turs in Discord server. If anybody would like to join the voice call in Discord server, the link is in the description box. Boom. There's a new person right here. You should join us in Discord if you like Realm. I like that Realm. That has the possibilities of lots of good derp just with the name of Realm. Join us.
So has Brian disappeared, has he?
Had to go to bed.
Ah, okay. Right. I just pulled up the least distorted world map that I could find. I was wanting to show him it, why he couldn't see what he thought he could see. it's a map that's got big slashes cut out of it, so they don't distort the world. The map he was showing is distorted, so it tries to show you all the land close enough together so it represents the Earth, but it's not to scale with distances and seas and all that. You know.
All right, we got Sean Smith. Is a member of the channel for 6 months over now, and he's not giving a super chat with this quality. Just kidding. And he just gave me that via the free super chat option for being a member. Thank you for the free super chat, Sean Smith. Glad you're a supporter, monthly member of the channel, man.
I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
to do
man, a free super chat every month. It will show big, bold, and green when you're a member.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that money order today, deposited it, and I feel like, woo!
Good.
Relieved.
Good.
And I ate a big, fat, chunky steak, beef steak. And why is that? Because I went earlier to give the hand to the food bank, right? It was just a pickup delivery, pickup and drop off. But in the pickup, there was a few boxes of meat, and I was with the boss lady from the collection of the donations. And she like, look at this meat. This looks really good. I said, hell yeah. She said, you want one of these? I said, hell yeah. She said, all right, I got you. Whenever we get there, I know it's not the giveaway thing today. It's not the day to do the shopping, for the giveaway for the people that need it. But you help us, so you take a meat. Dude, I took. It was like, I don't know, like $30, a big chunk of beef. That was good. Did it with mashed potatoes before the show. So the perks, man. That was my payment today. A big fat chunk of beef meat. I'll take that any day.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow is gonna be the long day. I gotta go early, 7 in the morning, and I'll return like, I don't know, 2-3 p.m. So, and then after that in the afternoon, I'll try to tweak and set up my other cheap laptop and try to do a testing stream. Hopefully better than this one. And then I'll be ready for Wednesday normal time. Sean Smith with a $5 super chat. This time is for real. This is the first super chat today. I lied. Like and subscribe, people. Leave a comment for Jose. Indeed, Sean Smith, you got it, man. Thank you very much for your support. Peter G is here, but he's deafened. Kenny Schultz is yelling in the chat box. He's saying, what about ham radio operators using your own satellites? Are they fake too? Are all ham operators on the fake space? Shout out to Kenneth. Thank you for yelling.
Clearly they are.
Who wants to answer that? All the ham radio operators, if they're fake.
Well, they must be. They're in on the secret too, aren't they?
I
Like we
guess. M2M, what are you doing, man? I cannot screen share you. If I screen share you, we're gonna lose half of the audio.
All right, don't worry about it. That's all right.
I mean, you can, for the other, the other people here can click and watch your stream, but I can't. But go for it, man.
Yeah, most of these guys have probably seen this anyway, I'm sure, anyway.
Tell us what you got. Explain it for the audience.
So we got the Himawari real-time image. So what you can do is you can get it to animate anything up to the last 1 hour or 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, 18 hours, or 23 hours, and you can keep playing it and it keeps scrolling through. You can also change the different types of sensors, things like infrared, visible, water vapor, and you get different effects. So you can see clouds and all kinds of different things. It's kind of interesting to play with it at times.
That's pretty cool.
So you see across the time as well, see where the time's actually clicking along there in UTC. So you can even also select your areas. You've got full disk, or you can zoom in on Australia.
Where is this satellite?
wherever.
Where is this satellite?
It's in a geostationary orbit, basically above what you're actually seeing.
Is it space?
Yes.
How can you have a satellite? How can you have a vehicle in a violation of the second law of thermodynamics?
It's not.
What do you mean violation of second law of thermodynamics? Why would it be?
We don't know what technology.
Shaik, help us, Shaik, help us here.
Just did. I said it. We don't know what technology they have.
Who is them? They.
They. What do you mean? They that have the technology. We don't know.
So we don't know who is
Alien.
they or what the technology of them is. We don't know. None of that.
All right. That's the idea.
Okay.
Don't know who they are. You don't know what technology they have.
That makes
The
a lot
wizard
of
aliens
sense.
that run the world. That's who he's talking about.
That makes sense.
Playing devil's advocate.
That was a
If we
good.
knew-
You beat into that one really quick, right? When I say, how can you have a satellite in a violation of the second law of thermodynamics? You kind of hesitated answering me that one. You thought I was like really me, right? No, I'm just parroting a few flat earthers. I hear that all the time. I don't know why they say it, but I just parroting them.
And I parroted them also.
Yeah. Shout
So
to
if a
Flip-Flop.
flat earther said
Guy.
that, and I said, how is it defined the second laws of thermodynamics? How would you answer that?
Oh, I don't know. I just tell you the meme, the main meme.
All right, okay.
That's all I
No,
gotta do.
you say you don't understand the second law of thermodynamics.
Just got to
Right.
do your own research.
Right. We're not here to educate you, right?
So what is the so this vehicle, this satellite, right? In that height, can I be up there with the where this vehicle is? Like put some shorts, a t-shirt, and flip flops, and go up there and chill and sit in it and look at the stars around.
It's definitely not recommended to wear shorts there.
Why? Why is that?
If you're in a spacecraft, you could. There's nothing stopping you from doing
Not
that.
just outside. Just I want to feel the environment.
Because you're in a vacuum hose.
Oh, there you go. Now next meme. All right. How if we breathe air right here and there. I'm breathing right now. I'm chilling. So what? So if there's a vacuum up there, how is the air that we're breathing not escaping to what you call space? It's impossible.
Because of gravity, which causes oh blimey, my mind's gone blank.
I don't understand why
Pressure
you
gradient.
feel it.
Oh, I'm
Right.
tired.
Because
Pressure
it
gradient.
doesn't. Because what you say, it's not what we see. Say
Try can hardly hear you.
He's always quiet.
It's not what we see. It doesn't escape. So we don't need to worry about it.
So it's a violation somewhere there.
I don't need to breathe. I live on whiskey and sunlight.
There are more important questions that need answers, to be honest.
My response to it is that there's no solid barrier that's required because there is no pressure against a vacuum around the Earth because of the pressure gradient.
But there's pressure. The air I'm breathing in is 14.7, right? PSI?
Yes, correct.
So
And
is it
it'll get less at the altitude that you go. Less and less and less and less gradually because of gravity. Or
So
mostly because of
why
gravity.
it's not going? Why it's not just evaporating and just dissipating all over the space?
Because it doesn't. What do we need to ask why? It
Yes.
doesn't. If we see it doesn't.
You need a
We don't need
mechanism.
to ask why.
Need a
at all.
mechanism for that.
No, we don't. We just need to see that it maintains a pressure gradient. That's all. Why? I don't care.
So because if
Gravity.
if I got a small vacuum chamber and I put a ball, a globe, and I got a small ball, a small globe, a basketball, and I don't know how to keep air around this basketball and not dissipating or the vacuum. When I activate the vacuum, why is there no air left in a little layer around this basketball?
The basketball in nature?
How much mass goes the basketball compared to Earth?
I don't know, but let's say a coconut.
It's pretty big, isn't it? Right?
In nature, Chike, there you go, a coconut. I put a coconut in a vacuum, and I activate the vacuum. Why is there not a layer of air around the coconut?
Is there vacuum in nature?
It's in a bucket.
Is there vacuums in nature?
Yes. Are we part
Where?
of the natural world? Humans are.
Yes.
There's vacuum inside us. I mean, we can create vacuums in our inner systems.
Then you caused it.
Also underground. You can have vacuums underground.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also in a tree. You can have a vacuum on a tree. Sorry, I wasn't laughing right now.
Yeah, how do you think that the trees are sipping the water from the ground if they don't suck it with vacuum?
So how can I test this theory of because if there's air we're breathing, there's a space out there very far away from the earth. Why is the air not going up? How can I test that?
How can you test the why?
Climb mountains. We soon find out about it.
Yeah, because let's say I don't believe that there's a outer space, and what you say, the height of the satellites and the stations and all this stuff, let's say I don't believe in any of it because how can I test any of that or anybody, just average Joes like all of us over here? How can we test that theory that there's a space up there?
Just climb Mount Everest. See how high you get. before you start to gasp.
Climb Mount Everest, and there's how many psi? 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, or 5?
Yes.
Let's say there's 5. Let's say there's 5. So what? It could be 5 or infinitely everywhere now. How can I test? How can any of us test that it goes lower and lower?
Well, in order to test it, we need to go there. But we don't need to go there because we can infer. Because we don't see it stop anywhere we go, why should we suspect that it does stop somewhere?
So what's the pressure in top of the Mount Everest, roughly? 10 psi?
I was trying to look that up now. Around about 5.
All right.
It's about 4.8 to be precise.
So
between 4.8 4.9.
So I say they closer to the ground, we got a thicker air to breathe, and then you go as high as the Mount Everest, and you got a 5 psi, and that's it. I say that's pretty much about it, as low as it goes.
Do you know what's testing that every single day? That theory about a pressure gradient.
No.
Aircraft.
How high is Mount Everest? How many thousand feet? 10,000 feet? 20?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
Aircrafts usually fly 30,000 feet.
9
Let's say
kilometers.
40,000.
Say, yeah, it could be 30 to 40,000. Yeah, they're measuring that pressure gradient all the time. The altimeters. That's how they work.
Yeah, and that's as high, that's as low as it goes, as the height of an airplane. Whatever psi is up
Also, why
there,
you don't have
that's what goes all the way up.
airplanes.
So if you're saying that, okay, it only goes to 40,000 feet, we don't know what exists. So I would say then, in which case, what makes you think there would be anything different above 40,000 feet? What makes you think it wouldn't keep decreasing in pressure?
Because it has to be. I mean, any average Joe like us must have tested. I'm gonna take the word of them and quote. They quote them.
I mean, there's military aircraft that can go much higher than that. There's weather balloons that test barometric pressure that go much higher than that as well.
Yeah,
90 to 100,000 feet.
Mr. Sensible went 138,000 feet, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
And what was the psi there? What was the pressure?
I don't know.
Essentially zero.
On his meter, anyway.
Just making that up, right?
0.25 Pascal or something.
Yes, making that up. What is the Pascal? Let's talk in English, like let's do it in English scale, like the 14.7 psi. Americans understand it, maybe British too. So let's talk in that scale. I don't know what the other.
It was less than 1 anyway. I do remember that. That's for sure.
I don't know. Should I take your word for it?
No, go and look for yourself.
I can't because my computer would crash. Sorry.
That's a you problem, not one. That's not us problem.
I noticed Mr. Sensible has got a Mage 3 project started.
Yeah, yeah, he's planning on it. Yep.
What he's shooting for now?
Don't know.
Good. He wants suggestions from flat earthers in Mage 3. That's good because there was a lot of criticism in the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find anything wrong. It was well done. He did good.
Well, of course they criticised him because they didn't like what he showed.
I think that my only criticism is when he put something like two strings right across, two horizontal strings, one higher, one lower, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how far away from the lens was those strings?
They
I
were.
I'm still don't know
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Trying to remember how long those arms were. Somewhere between 8 and 12 inches, I think. I don't think it was any more than a foot out.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't sort of right up against the lens. They were on definite arms projecting out from the body of it.
Yeah, I think needs to something like that needs to be done. If it can be extended slightly bit further, either 18 inches or even 2 feet, it's gonna be a tricky one, for balance and stuff. But if he could do that and then bring those strings closer to the top and the bottom of the screen, that would be awesome because it's where more distortion will happen.
Yeah, I think he was using a camera that didn't distort. He wasn't using a fisheye for that photograph, was he?
Yeah. But there was still distortion because you could see in the strings very very low amount, but there
Yeah.
was distortion still, even with
Yeah, he
the
had
rectilinear
several
camera.
cameras. One was a fisheye, one wasn't a fisheye. Several photographs were
And-
taken from different cameras.
There's the one that wasn't a fisheye. There was still distortion in it, slight, very low amount, but there was still a little bit of distortion. That what I'm saying to prove that there's no more exaggerated distortion. Bring the lines closer up and closer down. That's all. That's my only criticism.
Well, he is doing a Mage 3 and he's asking for people to vote on its construction.
He's doing it live now.
Oh, is it?
Yep. He's got a list of possible measurements and experiments. He's up to 11, I think, at the moment. Anything from radiation strips to a density tower, a radio reception circle.
All right. If
I'm
anybody watching right now in YouTube land want to give me money, do so now because I'm about to wrap it up. I'm tired of this stream. I want to share screens. I want to do so much and I can't, and it pisses me off for real. So all the money that you guys want to give me, start raining in now. Damn, that's very positive, right?
Well, I don't know. It worked yesterday, didn't it?
Oh, so it was for an actual cost. Now it's just for money for me, Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
know.
look-
Like I said, it still works. You came on cap in hand, sounding and looking very very down. It was like, well, we can't be having that.
yeah, man, I appreciate it. Hell yeah.
I'm looking at the Mage 2 page. Around where it reached the top, it's 253 pascals and 0.002% of atmosphere. So take your 14.7, time it, divided by 2 over million, and then that's about it. 2 over 100,000. And that's about what you get.
I'll be AFK for 2 minutes.
Lots of zeros.
Yeah. Oh, but that's okay because I got PJC net over there talking derp. Where's this bloody rain? It's still too bloody hot in here.
It's been raining all day here.
We had a drop. Not a drop. Because that's the problem of being in the Midlands. We tend to get weather last. Everywhere else in the country seems to get it first. So we don't get the extremes because everybody else cops it first. And it seems that when the rain comes, we get it last.
What about mid confuses you? It's not everyone. Some will get it from. It depends which direction it comes from. Yeah.
Well, if it comes from the east, East Anglia will cop it first. If it comes from the south, the home counties gets it first. If it comes from the west, well, Matt will tell you all about it because he cops it over in Ireland. Then the Welsh and the boys down in the west cop it, and obviously, if it comes from the north, we Jilly Jocko land and the north get it before us. So being slap bang in the middle of the UK in the Midlands, we tend to be quite well protected from extremes, particularly come winter time. But it also seems to be at the moment, if there's any rain going around, we're the last buggers to get it. Because we haven't got it yet. We might get some of the early hours of the morning, possibly.
No, you need to fly over Jordan, really, you know.
No, you're fine.
You get the feeling of a desert. Yeah, seriously. You fly from Tel Aviv, everything is green. You get to Jerusalem, there's the drop to the Dead Sea. There, what's the desert start. From there on to Jordan and east, it's all desert. All you see is dry sand and maybe some greenhouses.
Big shout out to I got the watch page open. Big shout out to Stevie B. Stevie B gave me money because I asked nicely. Thank you, Stevie B. I appreciate the £5 super chat. Shout out to Bob the Science Guy. Thoughts and prayers, Jose. Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully the situation will get a lot better in the near future. Thank you. Shout out to Unicorn Laser Eyes. Are you new? Hello, I'm new too. Boom. There's no topic and the stream will be ending soon. We have technical difficulties. This is all you're gonna get, our voices and what's on screen right now, just the icons. There's a wasp that wants to bite me. I'm gonna kill it. Sorry, I'm gonna kill it because I'm gonna let it bite me. This is it. It was just kind of, hanging out, small talk. And tomorrow, hopefully, if the show go on, next time that the show goes on, the stream will be ready to rock and roll, screen shares and videos and all that good stuff.
Boom.
Boom indeed. Let's do some final thoughts and get out of here. Short and sweet today. Moonday. Who wants to begin?
Well, I'd like to thank Brian for coming in and derping out at us. He sticks to his script quite well, bless him. So yeah, thank you for that, and thank you, Jose, for the last minute. Oh my God, my PC doesn't work. What can I do? Here we are.
There you go. Yeah, we did it.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Next.
No, I was going to say the same thing as Farmers just said. So, but yeah, thanks again, Jose. Appreciate it. That's all.
Thank you. Go for it. Final thoughts.
Everyone have a good day. Thanks, Jose.
Thank you. Final thoughts.
It seems we get rid of most flat earthers. They disappear one by one. And that's a good thing, I think, for everyone.
We got our ups, we got our downs. This past, let's say, 2 weeks, almost every day there was flat earthers over here. 1, 2, 3, even 4 of them at once. So Yeah, it's still a thing. I entertain their illogical ideas just for shits and giggles, but it's all good, man. I'll keep doing it until they just, disappear and don't want to talk about it anymore. I still like the science topic. I still will play devil's advocate. I will still be a skeptic and keep questioning things, so the topic will continue. Ters, what you got, man?
Not much, mate. I was just thinking that if flat earthers want to use like a flat map, they should use one that's got little distortion and has a scale on it, so you can actually see the proper distances and size of oceans and stuff like that.
Shout out to Flip Flop. Carl Christopherson, you want to give us some final thoughts? Maybe J Mac. How about Blue? Oh, Carl, go ahead.
Yeah, good show, Jose, as usual. I was out working out and listened to you guys. That was nice, actually. So keep on rocking. I will send you some in PayPal when I go home in 10 minutes, sort of. And boom, sir. Keep on doing a good job.
Boom, Carl. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad that you had something in the background to keep your mind entertained. That's always good stuff, man. J Mac, you want to get it? Blue Marble Science. Final thoughts. J Mac.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to send you something yesterday in PayPal. I don't know. Did you get it?
It failed. Yeah, I didn't get it.
It went to Karina.
Did you send it to did you actually send it and you got like notification like you sent it?
I did.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't receive it because the last few you told me you were gonna send it late, right? Like around the final thoughts. The last ones that I had a Parabindu that sent me $10 and $8, and then Bob. That was the last one that I received completely. So we got from yesterday. I got a lot. RT96, Tommy Grumble, Brad Wegner, Farmer's Boy, Left Lane, Parabindu, and Bob.
This one.
And Bebo.
The name on it was Karina Gonzalez?
No, Gonzalez, no.
Oh,
something.
All right.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, if you click the link, you will see the name, and it says, I got a little boom icon, and it says, thank you for your support.
Jose,
I'll
did,
fix it.
All right, man.
Jose, you didn't post the link to the video today, and I didn't get a notification.
You
from
didn't?
YouTube.
What the hell?
No, you didn't.
That's
Didn't post the link in the Daily Boom.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but as for notification, didn't receive.
Didn't get any. Probably I'll get it in an hour or something.
Yeah, that sucks. Make sure, you have to uncheck the little bell icon and click it again and make sure that you have all or something like that.
I usually have no problem getting notifications.
Huh. YouTube.
But sometimes they are delayed. Sometimes I get them like few hours later, and I get them all at once.
Right.
Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. It every now and then it throws a hissy fit.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. And make sure that you are subscribed and the bell notification icon is on. Click the like. Click on the links in the description box. Clickety, clickety, click. Jose JG out.